It's that time of year. I'm back out in the shop where I've been spending the whole winter, pretty much. The winter's coming to an end though, but it's been snowing for the last 3 days, just non-stop snow, but it hasn't really been sticking. It's just been the steady stream of non-stop sleet mixed with snow. It's been wet and muddy, so I've been in here farting around. And over the last week or so, I've acquired a lot of this repurposed angle iron. And I've been spending the last couple of days, it's been bent up and it's painted, and somebody, I guess they took it off of like a zoo wagon is what I'm told. It was just on a zoo wagon, and they just took some cut off discs and just cut all the steel off of it, because I guess they were going to repurpose the wood from it, and they didn't want the steel. So I got the steel. So I'm going to try to use it to make something useful out of it. I got I don't know, I guess would be 20 to 30 pieces of this angle iron, probably closer to 30. And I don't want to see it go to waste. So like I said, I've been out here, I've been using my little anvil there. It's kind of covered up now, but I've been using my little anvil. I've been pounding the dents out of it and cutting it into 2-foot sections. And then those 2-foot sections, like this, I'm cleaning it up best I can. I'm gonna make something, maybe another lockbox or something. I'm gonna try to make something useful out of this old angle iron. That's the plan anyway. And so we got these cleaned up about as good as we can without going too crazy. Still have to do some pounding. We'll do that as it comes though. Let's set up the welder. Basically, we're going to have a 24 by 24 foot cube. So I get it squared up and tacked down, and hopefully it'll warm up. Alright, we got it welded up and grinded out, and to be frank, everything's falling. I'm kind of surprised at how square it turned out, given I had to pound everything out and straighten everything out. But yeah, I think we're good to go. I wanted to show you guys my Rockwell jaw horse, and I have been using this thing ever since I discovered it. Oh, I guess 2 years now, and it has been a great asset to me, especially in metalwork, because it is made of metal and it has such jaw clamping power. It absolutely amazes me. It has 1 ton clamping force and a max load of 600 pounds, if you can see that or not. So the reason I'm mentioning this is not only is it an incredible, great workstation, but it folds up really nicely so you can put it away. You know, I use it so much I kind of just leave it out, but it folds up so nicely so you can just fold it up, put it on a shelf, put it in a corner, and it's put up until you need it again. The reason I'm mentioning that to you is because I was at Harbor Freight last week, and our Harbor Freight doesn't sell anything like that jaw horse or that I just showed you, like that Rockwell, here locally. But apparently they do sell them, and I did not know that. But they don't sell them at our store. But there was one called a Franklin. You can see I have it all folded up. I've been using the piss out of this thing. Actually, I've been using them both simultaneously for this project that I've been doing. They do sell these things in the larger Harbor Freight stores. And this was apparently a return from a bigger store to our local smaller store. And they had it marked down to $114, sitting out front with a open box sticker on it. Open box, $114. And I just couldn't believe my eyes. I think they're regular $179, and I'm pretty sure you can pick them up on Inside Track Club membership card for $149. But That is if your local Home Depot sells them, which mine does not. Did I say Home Depot? I was at Home Depot today. I got it on the mind. Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight. If your local Harbor Freight has one. So, it's really nice. This thing is just, I can't say enough about these types of things. I really like, actually my Rockwell I think is better because it doesn't have as many moving parts. But, you know, for 114 bucks, if you can get something like this, get it. It's super amazing. Let me show you. This thing opens up easily. It just has like a bicycle tire, like you see in your more modern bike tires. It's got a little clip here. You just unclip it and give it a little turn. And it tucks into this little hole up here. The stand has to be on the outside of it for it to tuck in, because the stand also has a little, like a gator clip, I guess you'd call it, on this side. Same as this down here. And if your stand is on the other side like this, you won't be able to tuck it in. I found that out after a little bit of drama, a little grief, trying to figure it out. But yeah, I got it figured out. So all you do is you just open up the leg like that, give it a little turn with the gator clip and push it down. Like I said, like you would a bike tire. And these legs just open up and snap right into place like that. See that? And as does the clamping, this is the how you clamp it. That just clicks up like that, and you can put it up and down with a little thumb lift there. So you turn it up. You get your leg set. Here, it has a little area to set your leg in, and then you just turn this little gator clip here and push it in place. And you're good to go. These things are amazing. This has a little, unlike my Rockwell, you can lock this into place. I guess more for storage. I don't know any other reason you would use that other than storage. And you put your piece of metal or wood or whatever it is you're working with. It doesn't matter. Like, let me grab a little piece of steel here. This is a little piece of steel, and I do this often. It's so easy because usually I would have to put it and clamp it down on a workbench or something like that to cut it. I would have to get a C-clamp or, you know, some type of clamp and then break out my cutter and then go to work on it. But with this, all I need to do is hand close it like this, push the lock. It has a lock and an unlock over here. See that? There's a lock and an unlock. And then all I would have to do is push it to lock and then lock it. And that baby ain't going nowhere. I mean, now I can cut it, I can carve into it, I can make designs or whatever it is I want to do. And I don't have any drama about moving clamps around all the time. And if I want to cut this side and turn around and cut the other side, you just push unlock. You hit your little pedal here. It unlocks it. And then you just simply turn it around and reverse the process. You know, I didn't discover these things, like I said, till I was in my 60s, because I always saw them on TV, infomercial and stuff like that. I always thought it was a gimmick, but it's no gimmick. You know, especially for $100, you know, I can't say enough for these types of workhorses. And I have two of them, and if I can get another one for $100, I would grab it. That way I could have one to keep in the back of my Ranger or back of my truck or something. So I just thought you guys should know that. Oh, I thought I'd run down to the lake to have a look for myself. One of the neighbors was over who lives on this lake over here and said there's still people out there ice fishing. You know, here it is going on mid-April. It's been a crazy year. Usually there's people out with their boats this time of year, let alone ice fishing, but I guess they're still out ice fishing, he tells me. So I thought I'd go down and have a look just for myself. Not that I don't believe him, I believe him. I just thought I'd go have a look. And from what I could see out there, sure enough, I'm thinking it ain't gonna last long though. I'm hoping within the next couple of weeks, I may even be breaking my boat out of the storage. I'm still walking on the water, and it's going on mid-April. There's still people on the lake ice fishing. A couple just come off the lake, they're ice fishing. They said they caught a few. Usually, years past, it's ice out. There's no ice. And this year, they're still out with their ATVs riding on the ice. So the ice is still pretty thick. Here come a couple of snowmobilers or ATVs. So don't poo-poo your scrap metal. You know, get your hammer out, put it on your concrete or your, well, maybe not your concrete, but on an anvil or something, hard surface, and pound it back into shape. That little $20 grinder with some flap discs, and you're good to go. You can build something with it. You make something out of it. So I still got a ways to go with this, but I'm pretty happy with the progress thus far. It's not perfect, but it would be if I had perfect metal, but I don't. But it'll be just as useful. Just as useful. So I'll see y'all later.